everyone, and welcome back to the Finance Zone. The Tesla and SpaceX entrepreneur was pushed into the top slot after Tesla's share price increased. He takes the top spot from Amazon founder Jeff Bezos, who had held it since 2017. Mr. Musk's electric car company Tesla has surged in value this year and hit a market value of $700 billion for the first time. That makes the car company worth more than Toyota, Volkswagen, Hyundai, GM, and Ford combined. Musk's wealth surge over the past year makes the fastest rise to the top of the rich in history. And it is a dramatic financial turnaround for the outspoken entrepreneur who just 18 months ago was in the headlines for Tesla's rapid cash burn and his personal leverage against the company's stock. Musk started in 2020 worth about $27 billion and was barely in the top 50 richest people. How strange. Well, back to work. Today we're going to be talking about the richest man in the world, the rise of Elon Musk. Make sure to stay till the end to learn this amazing story. Let's get into it. A statement that seemed outlandish 1 year ago became plausible, then almost inevitable as Tesla Inc.'s share price climbed higher and higher in 2020. The electric automaker's share surged 7.9%, boosting Musk past Amazon.com Inc. founder Jeff Bezos on the Bloomberg Billionaires Index, a ranking of the world's 500 wealthiest people. Musk is worth $194.8 billion, or $9.5 billion more than Bezos, whose Blue Origin is a rival to Musk's Space Exploration Technologies Ltd., or SpaceX, in the private space race. Tesla's ascent thrusts its brash founder into a role occupied by only a handful of other people in recent decades and underscores the dramatic stock moves that have upended the global wealth rankings of late. No one has seen a more dramatic shift than Musk. Over the past year, the South African-born engineer has added more than $165 billion to his fortune in what's probably the fastest bout of wealth creation in history. Fueling his rise was an unprecedented rally in Tesla's share price, which surged 743% last year on the back of consistent profits, inclusion in the S&P 500 index, and enthusiasm from Wall Street and retail investors alike. The shares have gained more than 23,900% since its 2010 initial public offering, including a 5-for-1 stock split last year. SpaceX, which, unlike Tesla, isn't a publicly traded company, had a big 2020 as well. For example, SpaceX launched 2 crewed missions to the International Space Station last year, the first orbital human space flights to lift off from the U.S. since NASA retired its space shuttle fleet in 2011. All told, SpaceX launched 26 missions in 2020, the most it has ever lofted in a calendar year. The company also made big strides in the development of Starship, the transportation system it's developing to take people to the moon, Mars, and beyond. Musk has long said that he founded SpaceX back in 2002 primarily to help humanity colonize Mars, and that he plans to devote a large chunk of his growing wealth to help make this happen. About half my money is intended to help problems on Earth, and half to help establish a self-sustaining city on Mars to ensure the continuation of life, of all species, in case Earth gets hit by a meteor like the dinosaurs, or World War III happens and we destroy ourselves. Musk wrote in a 2018 tweet, which he recently pinned to the top of his Twitter account. Bezos also wants to help humanity extend its footprint into the final frontier. Blue Origin believes that in order to preserve Earth, our home, for our grandchildren's grandchildren, we must go to space to tap its unlimited resources and energy. The company's mission statement reads in part, "Like the Industrial Revolution gave way to trade, economic abundance, new communities, and high-speed transportation, our road to space opens the door to the infinite yet unimaginable future generations might enjoy." Like most billionaires, Musk has only seen his overall wealth increase during a coronavirus pandemic. But unlike that peer group, Musk claimed to be cash poor and financially illiquid in 2019 and said last year that he would sell almost all physical possessions, including his mansions. He takes loans against the stock that make him so wealthy and plows that money back into his companies, like when he dumped around $100 million into the Boring Company in 2018. Musk has a long history of using his own personal wealth to fund new endeavors, too, as he funded Tesla and SpaceX after becoming a millionaire running Zip2 and PayPal. Musk only just passed Bill Gates in November to become the second richest person in the world. The Tesla CEO saw his personal wealth skyrocket in 2020 to the tune of more than $150 billion, in large part because Musk owns a lot of Tesla stock, about 20% of the company, in fact. And Tesla stock has grown incredible value in the last year or so, too, as Musk pulled the company out of so-called production hell and dramatically increased sales of its electric vehicles, thanks to the more affordable Model 3 sedan and Model Y SUV. That coincided with an incredible rise of retail investors who were more willing to fully buy into Tesla's story than many on Wall Street once were. Massive expansion of manufacturing. Tesla has undertaken a massive expansion of manufacturing. Musk wants to eventually build 20 million electric vehicles a year over the next decade, more than double the current production of other automaking giants. So it's now on a mission to rapidly expand its manufacturing capabilities. Tesla took a big step with its third manufacturing plant, where construction is now underway near Berlin. That plant is expected to be completed in March 2021, where it will produce the Model Y. Then, in July, Musk confirmed that its fourth manufacturing plant would be built near Austin, Texas. That factory will be Tesla's largest. Built on a 2,000-acre chunk of land, it'll produce the Cybertruck and its big rig truck called Semi, as well as the Model Y and Model 3. However, Tesla recently said Cybertruck deliveries won't begin until early 2022, later than official targets for the late 2021 launch. List of Tesla competitors growing. When Tesla starts pumping out cars in Germany, it'll go head-to-head in electric vehicles with 3 established German names: Volkswagen Group, VW-AGY, BMW, BMW-YY, and the Mercedes-Benz division of Daimler AG, DDAIF. It will be a tough battle as all 3 car companies have reputations for quality cars. Other serious competitors include the Ford Motors F Mustang Mach-E, the I-Pace from Tata Motors TATA, Jaguar unit, and the Audi e-tron. Audi is owned by Volkswagen. Volkswagen's Porsche arm also has the Taycan. Tesla also faces tough competition in China. Rivals in China include Xpeng Motors, XPEV, backed by e-commerce giant Alibaba, BABA. Other competitors include NIO, NIO, and Li Auto, LI. Electric vehicle sales are expected to grow by 40% to 1.8 million units in 2021 and reaching 6 million units in 2025. And as Tesla expands manufacturing capabilities in Shanghai to begin producing the Model Y crossover, it also recently raised roughly $5 billion in its third stock offering of the year. Tesla's locally made Model 3 sedan was the second best-selling electric car in China last month. Rich valuation. The jump in Tesla's stock price further inflates a valuation light year apart from other automakers on numerous metrics. Tesla produced just over 500,000 cars last year, a fraction of the output of Ford Motor Company and General Motors Company. Its market value of $773.5 billion is bigger than that of Facebook Inc. Larry Ellison's 2% stake in Tesla alone would be enough to place the Oracle Corporation founder among the world's 175 richest people. Musk's rise is even more astonishing given his dust-ups and gaffes in recent years, typically exacerbated by his spontaneous tweets. In 2018, he agreed to pay $20 million fine to the Securities and Exchange Commission and stepped down as chairman of Tesla after tweeting a notion to take the company private at $420 a share, with funding secured, something he never did. On several occasions, Musk has bemoaned being cash poor. The vast majority of his net worth is tied up in equity of his companies, including Tesla, which pays no dividends, and closely held SpaceX and The Boring Company, a tunneling venture. Yet he's professed to have little interest in the material trappings of wealth. Musk was also number 1 on Bloomberg Billionaires Index. The list had him within $3 billion of Bezos' net worth on Wednesday. The Forbes Real-Time Billionaires list had Musk about $7 billion behind Bezos after the market closed Thursday. Forbes pegged Bezos' net worth at $184.6 billion and Musk at $177.2 billion. Forbes, however, may not be including the market value of Musk's options, which he received as part of his pay package to buy more than 33 million shares of Tesla. Mr. Bezos has also seen his fortunes rise over the past year. The coronavirus pandemic has meant Amazon benefited from stronger demand for both its online store and cloud computing services. However, he gave a 4% stake in the business to his ex-wife Mackenzie Scott after they split, which helped Mr. Musk overtake him. In addition, the threat of regulation has meant Amazon's stock has not risen as high as it might otherwise have done. How did he become this wealthy? The biggest wildcard component in Musk's fortune is his 2/3 stake in SpaceX. The company has already racked up billions of dollars in government and commercial contracts for nearly 40 rocket launches through the year 2017. SpaceX has focused on building reusable rockets. Government-built rockets are one-use disposable models, with the end goal of drastically decreasing the cost of space travel. Musk has hinted at a public offering for the company in 2013. He hired former Broadcom finance executive Brett Johnson as SpaceX chief financial officer in May 2011. Johnson is expected to prepare the company for an IPO. Musk made his first fortune as a co-founder of PayPal, the online payment system that was sold to eBay for $1.5 billion in 2002. Among his other PayPal co-founders, Peter Thiel, who later became the first significant angel investor in Facebook and is also a member of the Forbes billionaire list. Like Thiel, Musk thinks big and isn't bothered by what might halt lesser risk takers. Musk detailed to a conference outside San Francisco several years ago his vision for interplanetary living. Given his track record with other risky bets so far, Musk might just make it happen. Thanks for watching! While you're here, go ahead and click one of these 2 videos on your screen. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. See you there, and thank you for watching!